Ooh, I... Man, big questions. Do I decide to talk about the match here that you guys on the stream can see? Or do I just talk about me playing more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? These are the questions that need to be answered. It's difficult to say. Perhaps I should just keep talking about me playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Is anyone even watching the stream right now? Can someone tell me if the audio levels are okay? My assumption is that no one's watching. As you can see on screen here, a majestic Ridley encounters a human. He tries to use his flame breath to square away to tell him that his territory is his. But does the Shulk respond? You see Ridley swaying in the plane of existence, merely trying to defend his space. Everyone else trying to grab him, grasp him, try to take him down. Perhaps he has some sort of valuable on his being that the hunters are trying to go for. The Ridley attempts to make it back to his nest battlefield, but fails. As attempts to continue on, sway and sway, he is currently being devoured by that of man. Greed incarnate tries to swat his butt into his face, but Ridley refuses. Slightly traumatized, Ridley retreats to the edge of his nest, cornered in his own home. But what does he do? What does he do? Stands there, trying to defend himself, only to get shot out of his nest. He makes an attempt to come back to the stage, trying to defend his space. Barely clinching on, holding on, as that of man attempts to hit him again. Trying to kick out others from his nest, Ridley only merely tries but fails. The man is too elusive, too evasive for Ridley. Agile and swift is his round posterior. There it is. The Ridley was farted out of his own nest. Chronicle 2. Ridley attempts revenge. Ridley must find a new nest, a place that benefits him, a place where he could protect himself from the hunters. He recognizes that there is a danger afoot and he must pick a location that is suited to his strengths. But where does Ridley hoist? Where does he decide to go? This is the question. Several options belay him, but he chooses a city. A town and city.
Battle.
Ridley hoists his nest, and the hunters have returned. Now where will Ridley go?
Shulk's not wearing a shirt.
The hunters have invaded. Ridley must defend his territory. But where, oh where, does Ridley go? Immediately cornered by two of the green men, trying to disturb his homeland. But there is another hunter, Goody it appears, trying to defend Ridley's space. Possibly an environmentalist attempting to protect his homeland. Ridley merely wants a home, but the city is all he had left to retreat to. Where is the only place for him now? The greedy man and the blonde British man decide that Ridley cannot be in their own home, and yet they are the ones who kicked him out of his real home. Who is the true villain here? The public may see Ridley as a menace, but I, the commentator, know that what happened was Ridley was eliminated from his true house, his true nest. Battlefield was where he was, but the hunters removed him. Now Ridley is trying to invade their home, the town and city. But really, he just wants to be with his family again. Ridley sustains major damage as the greedy man still prevails. Like Ebenezer Scrooge, this Wario only serves to keep on surviving despite his greed and evil. But where will this Ridley go? To the corner he is retreated to, trying to make his way back in. He attempts to force the others out of the city, but they will not falter. Will Ridley make it? I'm not sure. Ridley currently in the air, trying to make his way back down. There's only one place for him to go. But he knows that that one place was taken from him by this greedy Wario. Why? Why did you take Battlefield? Ridley ponders, as Wario just laughs. Wah-ha-ha! Ridley keeps on provoking him, hitting him, but barely not killing him, just to get an answer. But can he get one? We're not sure. Duty assisting, attempting, going too far. The Wario is gone. But his ancestor, Thanos' car 2, returns back to the field. Ridley ponders. He has to keep wondering. Where is his nest now? The Wario merely tries to say, "To the skies is your nest. The place further than all the skies," as Ridley can only try to stay near the ground. Final chapter of Ridley is here. He keeps on defending himself, he keeps on trying, but the light is fading from his eyes. The skyscape from his town and city is just too much for him. He starts to look into the distance, look into the background, as he starts to realize, and who is the real villain here? They are villains for taking my home. But am I also evil for trying to take theirs? As a blinding heat from Wario's posterior explodes him into the side, Ridley can only serve to wonder, why did I try to do them what they did to me? That is the end. Final chapter of Ridley has ended.